Not my first time saying that word,
No.
by the way.
And it shouldn't be.
Welcome to another episode of the Niche Down podcast. Ethan, what number are we on? 8?
So
7?
this will be 8 of us.
I was going to say, we're only numbering
The ones of us are only numbered.
and then everything else is like guest star or whatever. Yep,
yeah,
that's
which I just finished up, which I hope you saw. I've been watching it, the one with you and Dana.
Yeah, how
super
is it?
good.
Is it? I watched through the one with Air pretty good, but I haven't really watched through. I watched little pieces of it. But
Yeah, the one with Dana. I mean, you guys are going through some really good stuff. So it's a good episode.
Well, sick. Welcome to episode 7, 8, 8. Ocho, where we remind everybody at the beginning of the show that you need to niche down. You're doing way too much shit. Take it from the guys doing way too much shit. Like, don't do too much. It's painful. And then also, money's not real, dude. The evidence that money is not real is just growing. Our message is spreading without us having to spread it. Like, and we're at the ground floor of it. I mean, dude, I just saw the clip. So that Alex Hormozy thumbnail with Jack Neal that you sent me that says money is not real.
How they obviously are huge fans of the show.
Huge fans of us, dude.
Gotta
give him a hand.
Give him a hand.
No, I finally saw, because I didn't want to watch that whole podcast and see where they talk about that, but that clip finally hit. You guys follow More Mosey by chance? Just a billion freaking clips. They all only have like 600 views, but they just post like crazy.
They've got their freaking AI agents just clipping
every last thing. And that came across, and I finally watched it. And Alex actually doesn't say money isn't real. He says money's not a thing, which, I mean,
That's because money isn't real is copyrighted by us. So
he usually is pretty precise with his language. That sounds like a misstep on his part, because clearly
it's not real.
money's not real.
yeah. Well, the context of it. Did you watch that podcast at all?
No, too long.
Yeah,
I've watched enough.
TLDR.
Mosey, dude.
Total TLDR. Yeah, same boat. But luckily they clipped this up in like 8 minutes, and then I only watched like the first 3 minutes of that. But Jack Neal asks him, so what is the thing about money that you've never said on a podcast that like people should know? And he's like, just off the cuff, he says it actually. He's like, honestly, dude, I've said everything there is to say. Like, I've told everybody how to get it, how to maintain it, out of this, out of that, out of this. Like, that's literally his whole brand, right? Is talking about money. And then just off the cuff, he's like, and really, it's just not even a thing. And that's where which highly interesting that the guy that talks about nothing but money.
Why do you think he's spending all his money to build influence?
Yeah.
And a brand and stuff that's real.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually is real.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, and that's what every rich dude on the planet does. They don't got freaking their net worth in cash, you know? So, no, interesting stuff, dude. Freaking me and you were talking about, and I sent that clip out in the chat, the Tim Dillon clip where
so funny.
He's like, they're gonna leave us in a planet full of shit, and all the richest people in the world are gonna merge with AI and get off the planet. Like, basically, that's all he was talking about the whole podcast. How like the whole system, America's fucked. The whole system is falling apart before our eyes. Like, Tim Dillon was making no bones about it in that podcast, dude. And he's absolutely right.
If there's one person on the planet I would want to just hang out with for like a week, it's probably right now Tim Dillon.
TD, dude. That would be pretty. And the funniest part is, it was I who taught you that he was gay like a week ago.
I had no clue.
That's
I should have known
crazy, bro.
after the fake tits episode recently, where he had his big silicone jugs on.
That's hilarious. Let's do a live
good.
installer call right now on the pod. How about that?
Here we go.
Josie, what's up, dude? Inside, you mean inside miters? Inside hangers. What do you mean?
We don't know what that means.
Hanger.
Oh, normal.
I barely know it.
Okay, got it. I was like, I thought you were okay. Got it. Okay, sounds good. And you don't have any? Okay. The truck won't turn on? Sick, dude. Which one are you in? Okay. What's happening? Is it clicking? Is it doing nothing like before? What's the situation there?
It's a little view of the day in the life of G Money over here.
We just did a new battery and a new starter on it. Okay. Well, do you have enough to work on for the time being until I can figure this out? Okay. Worst case scenario, we've got... Yeah, your brother... Where are you? You're in Lehigh? Okay, yeah, that's right. And your brother's in Lehigh, so he's close to you. Okay. Give me a second. I am filming a podcast right now, but when I'm done and while I'm doing this, I will think about what the solution is going to be, whether I come bring you shit, whether I send somebody to you, whether I send your brother to you or something. Somebody just pulled out of the warehouse. But yeah, just I'm only going to be busy for like the next 30 to 45 minutes, so just keep working and then I'll hit you back and we'll get it figured out. So speaker switched over to the truck. Sorry about that, dude. Somebody pulled out of the warehouse. I think it was probably Rafa, and the speaker switched over to that truck. No, what I was saying, I'm only busy for like the next 30 to 45 minutes. So just keep working on whatever you got to work on, and I'll figure it out and make sure you're not stranded in Lehigh. So.
Yeah, we'll just pop it in.
Okay, sounds good,
right
dude. I'll talk to you later.
Gage got an installer call.
Yeah.
Here's the Tim Dillon clip.
Here's the Tim Dillon clip.
No, dude, definitely keep that installer clip call.
All right.
Talk about everybody
Doubts that you actually do
work.
work.
Everybody talks about how we're just LARP gods, which I've completely leaned into. Like, yes, all LARP, nothing real. Everything's rented. It's all fake. You're right. I get it. But no.
So we actually do work.
We do work. Okay, that's a live installer call at our office in Salt Lake City. That's how we make our money. That's how Gage makes his money anyway, is dealing with bullshit stress. Truck broken down on a job right now.
And that's the one that we just fixed, right?
Just fixed.
Sweet.
I don't know, 45 days ago, new battery, new starter, and won't kick on, and it says the battery's dead on the truck. And that's the problem truck that
the gray one.
Kids never buy. Put it this way. I'll say this is like one of my favorite things to ever say. If nobody learns anything from this podcast, clip this out. The cheapest thing you can do in this life, the most expensive thing you can do in this life is be cheap. So I thought I found a good deal on a diesel truck, 2011. Only had 70,000 miles on it. In 2023, it's only $20,000.
And you told me you've spent how much on repairs for that truck since?
I legitimately don't know. I think we're probably total spend on that truck. I would not be shocked if the number is 100,000. Truly, like for the first 9 months, it was like $4,000 repair, $4,000 repair, $9,000. Like it was.
Yeah.
And then each time you're like, it's cheaper than buying a new truck, and you do that fucking 11 times.
Yeah, it's not anymore.
And then since then.
Yep.
What year is every other truck out in that yard, boys?
Current year.
Brand 2024, 25, or 26. That's the only thing that's out there. Learn that lesson. Because, by the way, so let's break down those numbers. This is great. Let's talk a little work stuff. Let's talk a little shop.
Dude, this isn't work. This is a larger principle.
This is a LARP, dude.
Life. Dude.
This is LARP. We don't actually own any of this stuff. This is fake.
It's all rented.
We don't own a rain
The gutter machines? I don't know what you're talking about.
It's all fake. No. So that truck I bought was pumped. It was like a $440 payment for a diesel truck. That's insane, right? With less than 100,000 miles. Like, turns out, by the way, never buy any vehicle that was the first year they changed everything up. Yep. The body style and the engine. That was the first year. It's a 2011 F250. That was the first year they switched from the 6.4 liter to the 6.7 liter. And every time, there's bugs to be worked out. So never buy the first iteration of any car ever. You know, the first G80 M3, like you would have been a dumb idiot to go buy that just because it's got all-wheel drive. Wait till the next year, dude.
Just
they're
wait
gonna
till
work
it's
so
2
many
or 3 years in.
Just that second year, you'll be good because all the bugs in it are gonna come back to the service centers. Those big manufacturers are gonna be like, oh, here's where we fucked up. Let's fix this on the next model.
And if you don't think they're catching data from all that stuff, they 100% are.
That's
all they're doing.
Oh, dude. Like, anyway. So that was the payment, spent all that money on it, versus the most expensive truck we have with just an outrageous fucking interest rate, because I had already like levered up my credit pretty crazy, is like $1,400 a month, brand spanking new, under warranty. First of all, it's never going to have an issue, but if it does, it is completely covered. Like, so yeah, the lesson there is, you know, I mean, the best rate I have on a truck, that payment's like $850 for a brand new truck. So like, just let's take the best case scenario, $850 versus $450, and you're never gonna have to think about it. It's never gonna be off the road. You're never gonna get a phone call like that. No brainer. So yeah, that big misconception in construction. People are like, oh, don't buy brand new stuff. People will think like you're making too much money, this and that. No. Absolutely. Buy the most expensive thing that you can possibly afford, up to like whatever is reasonable, you know. Matter of fact, you know, if you have to, overextend yourself by 5 or 10%, because you're going to make that up in ease of use like that. So
yeah, dude. Contractor pulls up to my house to give me a bid.
Yeah,
I want him in a
something nice.
I want him in a Raptor, dude.
Yeah.
I want him in like the biggest GMC like money can buy.
You can possibly
seriously though.
No, because it's, you look at that and you're like, oh, this guy has been in business for a certain amount of time to be able to afford that. He has a certain revenue level, like, and there's exceptions, right? There's people that are legitimately out LARPing that like cannot support that, and they go out of business in 3 months. But for the most part, and I'll tell you too, just firsthand experience, when I first started the company, I was really shy about like saying I was the owner and like pulling up in something nice or whatever. And once I got into it, that never hurts you. Like, lean into whatever you are, even if you're broke, lean into it. But particularly if you're the owner, and you know, nice, the image sells 1,000%. So that is like the biggest misconception. If you can afford a nice truck and you're a contractor, like, it will help you. It will get you the extra job. It will whatever, right?
Dude,
so
talking about how being cheap is the most expensive you can make, like mistake you can make. We've got Ethan, my buddy, starting up. New guy we hired that's coming on, and he's all of our reps are 1099, so they'll buy their own stuff that they need to be able to do the job. And he's asking me about all the stuff that he should buy. I'm guessing you sent him links and whatever, or at least told him.
I think you saw what he needs in the training video.
He was asking me, he's like, what ladder should I get? Because doing this job, naturally, you have to get on your ladder to go up and look at their gutters and their roof line and inspect everything. And he's like, send me the link for the ladder you got, because he really liked my ladder.
It's a good one.
And I send it to him, and I'm like, yeah, dude, I got the 16-foot one. I really wish I had the 20-foot one, because that's where a lot of roof lines will sit at like 18 feet, and I like just
can't get there.
Can't quite reach it. And I'm like, so if like, get the 20-footer, avoid my mistake. And it was like $300 or $400, and he's looking at it, and he sends me a screenshot of another. He's like, hey, dude, this one's like $120. I'm like, dude, do not cheap out on your ladder. I was like, dude, cheap out on anything else. First off, don't cheap out on anything. It's not worth it. Like, get the nicest of everything you need to get the nicest one. But if you are going to cheap out, don't cheap out on the ladder. And it was just so funny, because I'm like, your life is literally sitting on that
on ladder.
The ladder, bro. Every time, especially, it's like, you're up there. If you're maxing out your ladder, which like you probably, I mean, I do pretty frequently. Maybe not every day, but
I'm not like standing top rung necessarily.
Minimum.
Yeah. Like, and you're at the top of that. You could absolutely fall and die.
That is, I don't know, short of maybe you two, which actually says a lot about who you both are. I think every other rep has asked me that question. What, dude, the one you sent me, like the one I have is like 480, 500, maybe 550 now, something like that. And everybody's like, dude, that's so expensive. Like I found one for like 90 or 110 or 180. I'm like, same thing. Like, dude, that's
Don't cheap out on the freaking ladder.
When it comes to your life, like buy the cheap laser measure, buy the cheap level, you know, pull up in the cheaper car, whatever. Do not buy the cheap ladder. Like, do me a favor. Go online, go on YouTube, just Google ladder accidents and see what a cheap ladder does to you.
Yeah.
Not for you, not with, what does it do to you?
What does it do to you?
It's not good.
Dude,
So-
honestly, the amount of people that I've had walking around with me outside the house and I'm on the ladder or I'm setting up my ladder and they're like, that thing's sick. Where'd you get that? And I'm like, let me pop you a link. I should be an Amazon affiliate for these freaking ladders.
We need to put a picture
Slinging ladders,
on your
dude.
ladder. Yeah, dude. More compliments on my ladder than anything else.
We need to like get an affiliate deal with Extend and Climb.
Honestly.
Extend and Climb, if you're out there.
Yeah.
I have sold you so many ladders, and if you pay me, I will sell you so many more.
Yep.
Like,
We'll talk about
Company
ladders,
grows,
dude.
We're just going to keep buying more ladders.
Yeah.
Or the freaking Blaze.
We could have a great little ecosystem here.
Absolutely.
Extend and
The
Climb.
Blaze laser measurer, too.
Yeah.
That thing's
awesome.
baller. Everyone's
Yeah,
like, you don't have a
Bosch.
tape measure? I'm like, absolutely not. I don't
Old
have.
guys, that blows their mind, dude.
They're like,
Yep.
you're doing
if
it
you
with
get
a
anyone
laser?
over 70 and they see you with your laser.
Yep.
You're like, it's better than
Oh,
a tape
yeah.
measure?
Yep.
And they're like,
Dude,
what?
talking about ladder accident videos, do you ever just completely off the rails here? You ever just look up like crazy train accident compilations and car accident compilations?
And like boating accidents. I love them. They're great. 100% I do. Like, no qualms, 100%.
I really try to avoid that due to my accident.
Well, you've
'cause
been
I
through it.
know-
Fair. Wrong question.
Great question for
It's
me.
fine.
Terrible question for Gage.
I know the other side of that, like what happened to those people, dude. There's one. Sometimes they just pop up on my feed, dude, because they catch so much momentum on
Instagram
YouTube.
is crazy, dude.
Bro,
Yeah, it
there's
is.
one where this speedboat is going, like, it's an enclosed speedboat, which actually probably turns out to be worse. But it's going so fast,
That it launches.
and it launches
Yep.
and does a backflip and like a barrel roll. And I'm like, dude, the force of that, I mean, it was doing over 100 miles an hour on waves and like literally takes off. And how much nobody wears a seatbelt in a
Dude, no
boat,
way.
dude.
In those they do.
Like, do they?
Yeah,
Oh,
those are like
thank
4-strap harnesses.
God,
but people die in those every year.
I was going to
Yeah.
say, I hope, because, dude, if not, the way those people must have been thrown around inside that thing is like so freaking, you just hear the whole crowd gasp. But yeah, I know the other side. I hate watching shit like that because I'm like, dude, if that dude's alive, he wishes he wasn't right now, like any of that stuff, you know. But yeah, no, there's.
I love people that don't know how to operate a jet ski crashing though, because they just like fall into the water so hard, and it's very
or
funny.
when they beach themselves and
Oh
go
my
flying,
God.
those are crazy,
So
bro.
funny.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Yeah, no, there's you can go down a rabbit hole, but anyway, yeah, ladder is the ones where like ladders collapse, or like I've seen one where a guy slides off of a roof and just disappears off the side. And before I hear whatever his scream was, I got out of it. I'm like, nope.
swipe. I'm out.
Yeah. So, anyway, yeah. Most expensive thing you can do in this world is be cheap. Don't ever forget it. Do not cheap out on your ladder if you work for me, for the love of jeepers. And then yeah, no. Back to, we were talking to Tim Dillon when
Right.
when
Josie called.
Anywho, hilarious podcast. Shout out TD. Yes, let's hang out with Tim Dillon. Let's have Tim Dillon on the podcast.
That'd be
or
so
be on
funny.
his. That we need to gain enough
We'll
steam.
all wear fake tits with him.
Oh,
to
yeah,
be
that's
on
what
the
we're
I'll
interview with
wear,
Tim Dillon.
I'll
Yeah.
wear fake tits with you, Tim Dillon, if you want
I
to join.
can't believe that you didn't know he's gay, because on like all of his, like not all, but a large percentage of his podcasts, he like references. He'll be like, and I can see on a bunch of it, he's like, I'm a faggot, and even all this LGBTQ stuff is too much for me, dude. Like he'll say shit like that all
Dude,
the
I
time.
guess I thought it was a bit.
A bit, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it kind of.
I mean, in a way.
Yeah, everybody has that reaction when they find out that he's gay. Is like, wait, what? How? Like,
Well,
Yep.
it was like, what? But then it's like, you know, How did I miss it?
Yeah. No, in hindsight, you're like, oh yeah, obviously. But imagine, I always think about this. So, like, famous dudes, they get all the hottest girls and stuff. Imagine the freaking twink bang hole that guy's getting. Like, whatever the highest version of gay dudes is
what Tim
Dillon is cleaning the fuck up,
Tim
bro.
Dillon is the highest version of gay
exactly.
dudes.
So, like,
It's just him and other Tim Dillons. Unless he's got a real
So
specific
funny.
type.
well, I think he
That's
likes...
gotta be
you
the
could.
funniest thing.
Oh, dude. I think he likes, like, girly, like, feminine gay dudes.
Really?
From what I understand.
I
from
could
his
see him
podcast.
leaning into the kind of like, you know.
Yeah, I think he's the masculine one. He likes the guys that are like the skinny, freaking look like
femboy dudes.
What's that movie? Bruno.
So he probably spends a lot of time in like, you know, Southeast Asia.
I don't
He's
know.
got
Who
it.
knows? Who knows if he likes white guys or what? Like, I bet no.
Anyways, Tim Dillon, come on the pod. Tell us all the answers to
Yeah,
these
yeah, we
questions,
have questions.
please. How
Nobody ever,
has
dude.
delved
Nobody
into this with
ever
you.
asks Tim Dillon
Yeah.
the real questions.
What's your type, dude?
that matter?
Yeah.
we want to know.
He goes on Joe Rogan and they're just talking about politics
and like conspiracies
'Cause-
and whatever.
'cause
That's fine.
He's been blowing up lately. They talk about stuff like that. I want to know what those fake tits felt like and how you decided to buy those ones instead of other ones and what your type of little femboy is.
The real questions.
Have you seen
The
like
hard
his-
hitters.
Yeah.
Have you seen his early videos when like he dressed up as the temple on Epstein Island
Yes.
and went like walking around and he's doing interviews? And then
That's an all-timer.
another one, he's the agent for like crisis actors. Like what's the
Yep.
yeah, he's like faking like he's the agent. Like it's so funny.
All-time classics.
How come
both of
I've
those.
never been asked to be a crisis actor,
oh my
man?
goodness,
I know.
dude. And then what's the other
Pay the
one?
boys. Come on.
He had
Dream job.
the other one that was hilarious was he dresses up as a COVID spore and is like, my dad, Bill Gates, hates me. Like, he's
Yep.
like just going off. It's
Yep,
so
just
funny, bro.
classics.
Those old skits he would do before he like really popped off on his
Yeah.
podcast were amazing.
Dude,
So
speaking of dudes that supposedly get women and Tim Dillon, you had a little fun experience this weekend up in a DoubleTree in Salt Lake City. Tell us about that.
dude, okay, how do I want to go about talking about this? Because I don't want to shit on the guy. The guy is like a pretty famous influencer / like pickup artist / like business guy. And he actually said some really smart shit.
Oh, yeah.
So I think I'm going to leave his name out of it.
Well, dude, just tell us how you really feel. Shit or no shit?
I mean, I don't have any shit to talk about him. So anyway,
Cool.
I went to. It's fine. It's more the environment that was crazy. Yeah, he was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I went to an Owen Cook free conference, which that's the part that made it probably pretty crazy. It was all the people that are attracted by free, seminars.
A lot of
Well,
neck
dude,
beards.
A lot of crazy. Again, I won't get too detailed in the shit that I want to talk about those gentlemen because listen, I actually feel bad for some of these guys, and I guarantee they were helped by like a lot of the stuff that was talked about. So God bless them. And listen,
Can I throw in a side note here?
please.
Do you remember back in the day when 92.5 would do the free concerts downtown?
I remember them. I
The
don't
hip
think I
hop
ever
station?
went. Yeah.
I went to one.
And it was
It was
crazy.
Lil Wayne.
Oh, that's
And it was
sick.
free, which was bonkers. Like,
Yeah.
they shelled out cash for it. And it was the strangest group of people I've ever imagined.
Yeah.
And I'm imagining in my head what you saw was similar to what I saw.
It was pretty wild, and again, I'm gonna refrain from like I don't want to talk any shit because those are like precisely the type of men that we want to help, right?
Yeah.
So guys who need help with business and dating and don't have their shit together. And listen, I would be shocked. I know for a fact for sure Aaron, because I've talked about maybe Ethan's just always been a stud. That's why he knows everybody. But like most men at a certain point in their life are fucking delivering pizzas doing nothing with their life, right? Like, or like in my case, knocking doors for 3 months out of the year
Yep.
and then blowing the rest of my money and doing nothing the other 9 months,
You
right?
never
So
delivered pizzas?
I wanted to. Here's how fucked up I was. I tried to deliver pizzas and couldn't get hired as a pizza delivery boy.
Should have came to Two Jacks
Dude,
with me, man.
there was a point in my life in high school.
We had a lot of similarities,
Dude,
similar life paths on that.
In high school, I remember my homie Jace Allen was his name. Baller. Played wide receiver at Dixie State University.
Nice.
Dixie State University, and was white and was your size, bro. Like,
cool.
That's how baller this guy was. Like, you know how sick you got to be to play wide receiver.
You have to be a baller.
He must be a super cool, super awesome guy if he was my size.
Incredibly cool. And I'm not shitting on your size, but again, if you see a guy your size on a football field in college, he balls. He was fast as fuck. He ran like a 4.4 40, like baller. Like, wow. Yeah, I was twice his size, damn near, and I would have never gotten an offer from Dixie State. Like, I'm talking shit on myself here, not anybody else. In any case, I remember this dude fucking his other job. We worked together, but his other job was delivering pizzas. He's like, dude, I make like $10 an hour plus tips. I was like, what? Like, at the time, that was like, he was making like $90 a night for 4 or 5 hours of work. I was like, excuse me? How is that even possible? So I tried, as soon as I heard that, I applied to every pizza place I could think of. Granted, I graduated high school in 2009 during the height of the worst financial crisis since the Depression. So, you know, I'd like to think that if I wanted to be a pizza boy today, I could figure it out. But at the time, no pizza place is hiring. So that's how big a piece of shit I was, is I couldn't even get hired to deliver pizzas, dude. But in any case, no. I think pretty much all men go through a point in their life where they are basically nothing. That's actually like an important part of being a man.
Yeah, it's part of the process.
And we want to help as many of those guys as we possibly can through this podcast, through, you know, me and Aaron actually talked about this last night. I can't wait to tell you about it, Ethan, but I think we're going to start rolling out some in-person events.
Let's freaking go.
Where we basically plagiarize what a lot of these dudes are doing, but we do it correctly. First of all, what you pay to come to the event is it. We are not trying to sell you anything else at the end of it.
Yep.
We don't want another $15,000 or $100,000 high ticket bullshit. Come to the event, hang out. If you want to come do it in Vegas, you know, in a month or two, that's twice as expensive. If not, don't sign up and don't fly out. Like, that's going to be the only deal. And we're going to teach guys about some of the stuff we talk about on the pod. And then at night, we're going to go mog, dude. What does every guy want to go do, Ethan?
They want to go mog.
They just want to go mog. That's why it's so fun.
They just want to hang with the boys.
Hang with the boys, freaking talk some shit to some ladies, freaking make more friends, right?
Yep.
So we are going to be...
I love it.
I figured out when I was talking to you guys yesterday, like how I was formulating what our offer is going to be. That's going to be it. And it's going to be sick. And we'll do it the same way we do everything. We'll do like the correct version of it and not dick people over and like be weird.
Well, dude, you know, there's like first wave feminism, whatever, all of that stuff. I feel like 2020 was like first wave manism.
Yeah, like all the red
the
pill
version
shit.
of that where you had like Andrew Tate, who we'll have to talk a little bit about.
Crazy.
All of those guys.
Yep.
And that was like, I think that was the big
It was like
first wave.
I feel like a bunch of people got stuck in this delivering pizza being nothing thing because, you know, half these dudes' jobs were wiped off the face of the planet or they weren't doing anything already. And so that just screwed them over, dude.
Yeah. But I would say right now, I think we're going to see kind of like a second wave that is more nuanced and a little more like is going to have better tactical applications for things. Like what we're going to bring, I think, is going to be the natural market reaction to what a lot of that first wave had, which there was a lot of like fire and a lot of like putting down women. I mean, all the shows where they're just like the whatever podcast and all of those where it's just you bring on chicks and dunk on them, where I think the next step for men is like, okay, like you don't get anywhere by blaming women. Like take crazy accountability and just improve yourself, which I think is a lot of what you talk about specifically.
100% it is.
There's certainly a happy medium there. You know, the comparison I would draw, and then we'll get back to the event that I went to. But it's sort of like the difference between, we're Salt Lake City boys, so you guys may not catch this reference, but I'm going to give it to these boys because they'll get it. It's kind of like the difference between like how the LDS and Mormon religion was maybe like with your grandparents versus how you guys are today.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally.
How
100%.
Like, listen, you guys live the religion but you're not fucking weird about it. If you come across, you can be friends with a guy like me. You guys are not going to tell your kids like you're not allowed to play with Mormon kids, like some stuff that used to happen, right?
Yeah.
So exactly right. It's going to be like the next evolution of like, hey, there's kind of a happy medium here.
There's like Aaron's using the word tactical.
Yeah.
And I think that's a perfect word for it. It's okay. We know that this is something people want, but it's not the way that it should be done. There's like a way more tactical way to do it, and it's.
I think the first wave is the freaking dude ramming the battering ram into the castle,
and it has to be that way. By the way,
it has to be that way.
Ground has to be broken.
After that, it's like, how do we actually advance and cooperate in a society where you have to live with people of differing opinions and whatever without just being a battering ram forever.
Exactly.
We've gotten into the castle. We've overthrown the tyrannical government. That doesn't mean we have to kill all of the citizens of the land, right? We now got to freaking get everybody on our side and be, we don't necessarily need to be right. We just need to be effective.
Clean our swords a little bit,
so
all that good stuff.
Anyway, can't wait to tell you more about that. I had the idea like kind of form a little bit better, and I talked to Aaron, and then by the time we got off the phone it was late and I was hanging out with Abriel, so we'll talk about it more.
He called me and then started to talk about it, and then about 10 seconds later said,
hang up.
"Oh, getting another call, gotta go." And I sat there for
just
20 minutes, bated breath, on my balcony, just sitting there staring at my phone waiting.
Okay. Also, side note, whenever you give late night calls, I am also on my balcony.
Yeah, me
every
too.
time.
And guess where I was?
On your back deck.
When I was talking to you yesterday. On my back deck overlooking
Such a dude
it's
thing,
a man.
It's outside. It's away. Nobody else can really hear me.
We're
We're enjoying
there.
nature. Yeah. No, it's 100% necessary.
Man.
Yep,
So anyway, we'll talk more about that. But no, went to this event again. The guy is super cool. Owen Cook, shout out, give him a hand. Wild boy, and I say that as a fellow wild boy. So a little bit of context. I was really trying to make it happen that I was going to be in Vegas this past weekend because I've got so much shit to get to down there, so much content to film, so many guest podcasts. It's incredible for guest podcasts at the Pod Place. I can't wait till the next time us three are down there so we can do a podcast in that studio. It's amazing, right? And it just optically looks incredible. So I was really trying to make that happen, but just Mikkel, our administrative assistant, was gone on vacation last week, and shit was just stacking up, and I was like, there's just no effing way I'm going to make it happen, right? So as a result, on my Instagram, an advertisement, and not even an advertisement, an organic, this is very interesting, an organic Yap video from Owen Cook's account hits my account. He does a free tour where he goes around to basically every major city and he does these things, and then he'll try to upsell people on his programs, which again, no shade, get your money, dude, provide your value. I mean, truth be told, eventually he might get 12 grand from me, dude. I might go do it. So, not right this second, but eventually maybe one day. But in any case, so this hits my feed on Thursday and the event's starts the next day, Friday, Saturday. So I'm like, perfect. Or excuse me, hits my feed Thursday, the event's Saturday, Sunday. So
and when that type of thing hits, you got a mog.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
I was like, sick. I can't be in Vegas this weekend. I want to do something. I don't have Abriel, and I had been trying to mog all week in Salt Lake, and Monday, Wednesday were just blanks, bro. So that already in my head, I was like, I gotta freaking get my get back for Salt Lake and go out Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, or maybe whatever, right? So I'm like, I'm about to get my get back right here. Sick. It's and the whole pitch of the event is you go there, they do a conference from 3 p.m. to midnight, And then you go out and part of it is like the pickup artist stuff, which all due respect, I wasn't really there for that. I was more there for like the social media stuff, which he only talked about that for maybe 10% of the time, but what he did talk about was actually hugely valuable to me. It's nice to hear somebody other than Alex Hormozy say it. Yeah. And in like a different way. I don't know what it is about Hormozy, dude. It's hard for me to digest the information he says. I don't know if it's how he says it. I don't know what. It just hits my brain kind of weird. He's like the type of guy I have to listen to like 5 times to really comprehend all of his stuff. Maybe it's because I'm dumb. I don't know. But in any case, hearing another guy say some of the stuff and like it helped me fully form some of my ideas. But part of it is at the end of it, again, all due respect to all the gentlemen there, some of these guys are not doing super well with women, which is why they're there, which is we want to help with that too, which, by the way, that's part of the dynamic. Like, if you want to find your wife, these two are married to wonderful women, and at our events, you're going to be able to talk to them. And if you're like, hey, I want to find my wife tomorrow, like, these are going to be great guys to talk to. They both, again, married to incredible girls and, you know, did a great job there. And then if you're in my situation where you look, I want to date around. I'm not necessarily ready to get married yet. I want to date around. How do I help myself there? You know, you'll come in the line with old Gage Fitz, right? So, but,
phrasing.
So part of pause. Pause.
Time out.
But in any case, so part of it was going out. So I'm like, I gotta go mog. Turns out the mogging was easy to mog, dude. It was layup mogging out there. Went out, hung out with the boys. Was not really even trying to like hit on chicks that much. Like, that's kind of my technique anyway. I'm like, dude, chasing girls is actually gay. You just gotta become the guy that doesn't have to chase girls. That's the easier route, dude. Like, why are we fishing with one worm at a time when we could throw out a big old fucking net? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my technique. I'm trying to freaking have a few trout in my net, not just one.
Forget on the fishers hook. Of men. Gage is fisher of women.
Fisher of freaking no. So
sorry.
No, we hopped out. Hung out with some of the boys, got to know. So inevitably in a group like that, there's 50 guys in the room. Like 7 of them were one of us, dude, type of deal. Where freaking homies, you guys will meet some of these guys for sure. That was another part of it. I was like, dang, dude, I need to gain a few single friends in Salt Lake. That way I can go do this when you guys are busy. Because again, it's easy to do when we're in Vegas, and that's what we're there to do. But up here, you guys got your wife and your dogs and your kid and all that stuff, you know? So it's a little bit less easy to do. Plus, I'm only available every other weekend. And I was like, yeah, we got to... And plus, we're starting to build our network, too. Of like, when we build this thing out, it can't just be us 3, all that kind of shit, right? So went there. Needless to say, really crazy event, right? Like, so you guys, I think we'll post the reaction video to so the kids. So okay, so much. It's hard to get context on all this stuff. So the second night, Sunday, speaking of dating, I had a date night with a cute little Colombiana chick, straight off the boat from Colombia, dude. She's only been in the country like 3 years, speaks perfect English, incredible, But no, so I had to leave early. The event, turns out that event went till like 4 o'clock in the morning. It's supposed to go till midnight, and they stayed in that hotel till 4 o'clock in the morning. He told me he walked home. Really, it was later than that. He walked home. He was 10 minutes. Shout out Adrian, the kid who we listened to his little story about what happened after I left. But he walked home from there and got home at 5 a.m., he says in that voice memo. But... yeah, some pretty wild stuff. They were saying some really crazy stuff about like what you do when you date girls. Dude, I didn't even tell you. Apparently, Owen Cook.
Take a sip, everybody.
Take a sip, everybody. You guys, only two of us have drinks. It's okay.
I already had mine for the day.
Okay, I know you've read or listened to the book The Game.
Yeah.
Apparently, Owen is the fucking antagonist in that book. Okay, so the book is about, I just started reading it because of this. I'd never read it before. I've heard of it. The book is about a guy penetrating the like pickup world, right?
Oh, yeah. Appropriate use of the word penetrating.
Is it? That's it.
Yeah.
Infiltrating.
No.
You had it right. You had it right.
Tell me.
Perfect context.
Give me the freaking 45-second summary of that book, because I don't know it. I'm like on the first 5 paragraphs.
Dude, I thought you were talking about a different book called The Game.
Okay. Neil Strauss?
Dude, I'd have to check my Audible.
Okay. It's about, what's the one?
No, I don't think I've read a book called The Game about pickup. We've talked about the rational
never even
male
heard about that.
and
Okay, maybe
some
I'm
other
conflating
ones.
something. Sorry. Okay, anyway, there's a book called The Game by a guy named Neil Strauss. I've heard of this book before. It's basically, it goes into the psychology of like picking up on girls, and it's the first, from what I understand, like the first book that I'm aware of where it's like, hey, don't just like bend over to a chick. Like that is not going to make her attracted to you, basically. I don't know the whole thing. I got to read it. I'm highly interested now. But apparently this guy like infiltrated this group, and it was like Owen Cook's group, and he got massive hate in like 2005 before haters were a thing.
This is awesome. It's called The Game, Penetrating the Secret Society of
okay.
Pickup Artists.
Yes. Okay, you haven't read
That's a
that.
crazy name, dude.
Phenomenal use of the word penetration.
It's a famous book. I've heard of it before, and I had
never
no
even heard of
idea it
this.
had anything
No, I've
to do.
definitely seen it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apparently, Owen Cook is the protagonist in this book, where like he got into one of those groups and then talks a bunch of shit about how he was doing stuff wrong or something. I don't know. I have
Protagonist? Like
he's the main character?
antagonist. Apologize.
Oh, he's the enemy.
okay.
He's the enemy in the book.
Whoa.
And he received massive hate for years after this. He talks about it.
Dang.
And then he's like, fuck it, I'm going to just lean into this, and then I'm going to be that guy or whatever.
Be the villain, dude. It's fine.
Cool.
Anyway, I've gotten totally off the rails on this fucking story. But the point is, I pulled up to a DoubleTree Inn by Hilton, and there were a bunch of guys that are guys that, you know, really we would love to help type guys. There was about 5 to 7 studs in the group that I talked to that were great. It was the most entertaining 48 hours that I've had other than Vegas, dude. Like, I mean, nothing's beating the entertainment of Vegas. But as Salt Lake City entertainment goes, I don't think
Top tier.
S tier, dude.
I love
like
it.
double S tier potentially. Like, it was so funny, and the funny part was, God, I'm really trying not to talk any shit. Just the stuff that was said in that room.
I really don't want
I
to
don't want to talk shit. I want to. If I don't have anything nice to say, I don't want to say it.
I want to say it, but
It's like
I
a Curry
really
Baker
don't
sketch,
want to
dude.
talk
Just okay.
shit.
The stuff that was being said in that room was just really, really funny. That's all. It was just objectively funny.
Yeah.
I was not the only person laughing. So, and it was great. And then I pulled up the M4 and parked it illegally because there's no valet in a fucking Salt Lake City hotel other than, least of all, a DoubleTree by Hilton, other than like Grand America, right?
Yeah.
So that's like, there's like 2-3 hotels in all of Salt Lake that have a valet. So I was like, I'm parking this shit right up front in the damn fire lane. I'm gonna mog everybody. And then what happened was, because of my story, everybody started gravitating towards me and asking me about all my shit. Like, my Instagram became made aware of by most of the group, and then people just started asking me questions.
There you go.
And hanging out with me the whole time, and that's what gave me the idea. I was like, dude, we could do like the cooler version of
You
this.
took it over,
Absolutely.
in
could.
Salt Lake and Vegas. There was a moment where Owen, I'll just say, he challenged me, and I did the very gentle thing. I was like, dude, I don't need to embarrass this guy in his own class. Like, that's fucked up. I was like, I'm just gonna let him win this one. It's all good. I don't have to be right here. I just have to be effective. I don't want to piss off this guy. Like, he's been nice. He's given me tons of value. I told him that. So the precipice of the event, I think I'm using that word right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pay $25, but it is refundable as long as you show up. They just do that to make sure
Well,
that,
they just want people to get there.
yeah, they want to make sure that,
Monetizing the funnel.
yeah, and they're basically making sure they don't leave
Empty-handed?
empty seats,
Yeah.
right? For people, people sign up, they don't show up, and then it's room half empty. So if you pay $25, the chance that you're going to actually show up like skyrockets, right? And I told him, I'm like, dude, I don't want my $25. You've given me way more than $25 worth of value here. I will absolutely buy your course eventually. I'm not, doing it right now, but I'm down, dude. I will, once we get to a certain level, I'm buying me and you two every course that exists of guys that are even remotely. This motherfucker has 188,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah,
you don't think there's
baller, dude.
You don't think there's something we could learn from that guy?
100%.
You know. So anybody that's remotely above us or maybe even slightly below us but has expertise in a different area,
We want to know what they know.
I will absolutely pay them, dude, for their knowledge. No question about it. Alex Hormozy talks about this. He's like,
Yep.
dude, I paid fucking everybody.
Dude, not only that, he said that he's found more value investing in himself by paying other people to teach him stuff that he doesn't know than he ever has through stocks, crypto, or any other monetary investment.
And he went to 4 years of college. You
Yeah.
know? Like, so, yeah. I'm on that train,
Anyway.
dude. Like, I will pay the second I can afford it, and it's a small percentage of my income. I will buy everybody's high ticket offer. I will see who's full of shit and who's not. I will distill it down, all the best information that I can use, and put it out in the world and multiply that information by 1,000 times whatever I spent on it for us. Like, I'm down for that. So, no, it was pretty funny. And I'll just say this part because this is just the absolute truth. We did go out the second day. We went out in the middle of the day from 1 to 3 p.m. And the idea was that, like, guys were supposed to go hit on chicks and try to pick up on them and get phone numbers. A couple of these dudes that don't have a lot of game pulled it off, and it was so fun to watch the excitement on their face. Their hearts were absolutely racing. They were having, like, the more success a guy had, the more, like, shaking he was, right? And then if he didn't have success, I mean, he had plenty of that going on too. But and I was just going around, like, talking to chicks. Like, I didn't tell you guys this story.
Take a sip.
Take a sip.
Aaron's got his.
I can feel it coming.
Didn't tell you this one. This one was funny. I'm pretty sure did I tell you this yesterday? Okay. If I did, I'm repeating it. It's fine. We'll repeat it for the podcast. So, very cute girl at Gracie's walks by me, and she's incredibly short, which is my type. She happens to be white, but that's why I like Asian girls, because they're all freaking just 4'11", you know?
Yep.
But she's got, you know, those flip-flops that are coming back in style that are freaking an inch and a half thick? Like,
oh, yeah.
Those literally were really in style when I was in, like, the 4th and 5th grade.
Oh, dude. So it's just...
It's full
It's
circle.
one of those. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so happy for you.
Yeah, it was like around, for real, and I'm not joking, around 9/11, those were, every hot mom was wearing those things, every chick at your school was wearing them, for whatever age range, like, highly popular. They've made a resurgence in, you know, it took 25 years, but it's happened. So this chick is wearing those, especially for short girls. For some reason, why do girls have any insecurity about being short? Like, petite women are beautiful. Nobody's like, ew, that girl's short, I don't want to date her.
No one's ever thought that.
Yeah, every short girl has, like, an insecurity about
exactly.
it. Short ladies. It's all good, dude. We love you so much. But she's wearing these platforms, right? And I'm like, I love those shoes. Like, those are so cute. That's what I do. I do the Donald Trump compliment, where I just compliment something super unique about the person, man or woman. I try to do it. Freaking excellent technique. Like, there's no way you're not getting just a giant smile out of somebody. Little side note, have you seen when Shane Gillis talks about how Donald Trump does that to him? So Shane Gillis, 6'4", apparently he walks up to Donald Trump and Donald Trump's like, geez, dude, you're so big. Like, and then he tells this whole story, and Shane Gillis is like, at a certain point, I was in the room alone with Ivanka Trump, and he's like, yeah, I had to try to shoot my shot a little bit. He's like, your dad just called me really big, you know that? Like,
so good, dude.
You haven't seen that clip? It's hilarious. Go watch it. But maybe we'll overlay that one. Maybe we could react to that. So, but no, that's what I try to do to people. I just try to give them, like, an outrageous compliment that is not something they've heard recently, you know? Like, I really like your shoes. Those are so cute. And she's like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Gorgeous girl, you know? And I'm like, any help a girl that's 4'11" can get, right? And she's like, hey, I'm 5 feet even. I was like, 4'11" and a half though, right? And she starts just dying laughing. Did I tell you guys that?
No.
Nope.
Okay, cool. And
take another sip, please. That's 3 in this one
counts.
Paragraph.
That was me reiterating after. But
still counts.
But no, so, and then the rest of the day I was walking back and forth from where her and her friends were sitting. I was like, 4'11" and a half, you're my baby girl. She laughs, walk back again. 4'11.5", you're my hero, you know that, right? And like all of her friends are like, yeah. So I try to do, I like what Dan Bilzerian says about this, where he's like, dude, just go try to talk to girls with no agenda. Like, don't be trying to get their phone number right away. Don't be trying to like tell them how beautiful they are right the first 5 seconds. It's kind of weird.
That'd be my whole presentation, dude.
Yeah,
that's
like,
my whole thing.
If you go to any sale, like, you don't just first thing ask for the money. That'd be fucking weird, dude. You wouldn't sell anything ever. Like, you got to talk to people first. A second, first of all, you got to figure out if you like that girl. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten 4 minutes into a conversation with a girl, and I'm like, I don't want this girl's number under any circumstance, you know? So, like, guys got to freaking be a little bit more discerning with that type of shit. So anyway, that's what I try to do. And then I could have gotten that girl's number if I wanted, after making her laugh and making her friends be like, who's that guy, and this and that. And then she sees like everybody's talking to me instead, whatever. But yeah, it was funny. That was my agenda there. But dude, so entertaining watching dudes who haven't talked to girls for years go try, and they're being forced. So part of the thing is they have their team. Owen has his team like make you go talk to chicks, which pretty funny, dude. Really,
that is really funny.
Like the nervousness on some of these guys' face when they're forced to go do that is so clutch. And then, like I said, there was like 2 or 3 of them that they forced them to do it, and they actually got the girl's number, and they came back and they're like, dude, that was so easy. Like, what happened? Like, they're freaking out, dude. You could tell they had never done that in their life. It was, I gotta say, it was as wild as that event was. I have 100% faith that it was a net positive for most of the guys in that room.
Hey, it sounds wholesome.
It was wholesome, and it was also just so funny. Like, again, that's
so good.
I was telling Ethan, dude, I'm so pissed that the camera was on me instead
and not on our reaction.
Your guys' reactions, because I kind of knew what was coming, right? You say guy with no eye, like I wasn't surprised by that. You guys were. It hit you guys like a ton of bricks,
freaking
bro.
Hypnosis, too.
I don't know where anything was going.
That was the whole point.
Yep. There was so much misdirection.
Yeah. In that 55-second voice memo, dude, like, if you didn't have any idea, if you hadn't been in that room that weekend, you had no idea
where it was going, dude.
Oh, I'm so pissed. Now I know for next time, though. If it's something I've halfway experienced and we're reacting to it and you guys haven't, camera's got to be on you guys. Fuck me, dude. I don't need to be the star of that clip. That's for sure.
So good.
Well, dude, why? I still don't.
We can get into it.
I still don't understand.
All right. What questions do you guys have? Because what context
could you have possibly had that made that not surprising? Apparently, it's a...
I'll get into it.
It's a guy with one eye who took over the room and started trying to hypnotize everybody. And I don't know how that could ever, in any scenario, not be
the funniest thing you've ever seen.
At least a little surprising.
It was a little surprising and it was a little hilarious, but again, to you guys, you had zero context, so it hit you like out of left field, right? But for me, right? Okay, first of all, I met this guy. His name was Aaron, ironically. Was missing an eye. He had literally gotten his eyes shot out with a BB gun when he was like 17.
Was it
and he's like 51 now.
Is it Fetty Wap?
He had the Fetty Wap eye going. He was not rocking the eye patch. He didn't give a fuck.
He just went full like eye socket on people.
Not eye socket, but glazed over. Clearly an eye that's not functioning.
Well, I'm glad he was
sick
at the event, dude.
He was.
Was the recommendation cover it up?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. I told him, I was like, dude, it's sick that you don't rock an eye patch. Like, you just rock that shit.
Dude, I think the eye patch is sick. I think that's like super sick.
But it was pretty. I told him, I was like, dude, the only thing that would be more dope is if you had a crazy ass scar or like a tattoo over that thing.
That would also be hard.
I was like, dude, good on you for rocking it and not doing the eye patch. Like, you don't give a fuck, dude.
That's true. That's valid.
He was just owning it, and very actually charismatic guy. He had paid, so part of if you pay the money on the program is you get to travel around with Owen and kind of be like one of his henchmen that like helps and teaches, which, that's kind of classic, MLM style. Mormon church does that. The more experienced missionaries are out teaching the less experienced missionaries.
So he was one of the henchmen.
Yeah, but also a participant in the program. That's kind of the thing here. Is it's like
he's a hybrid.
They're both, right?
That's cool.
Yeah. So
interesting.
So these are, a lot of these guys are guys that showed up to a free event that needed help with money, business, or their social brand, and then they paid the high ticket, and now they can travel around and help and learn from Owen and whatever. So
tight.
Again, it's all good. And that was this guy, Missing an Eye, very nice, very cool guy. Had a little bit of a tiff with him because he tried to tell me that his 2016 Tesla P100, or excuse me, hold on. No. It's going to get way worse. Whatever you think in your head right now, Mr. M on your hat, it's going to get 10 times worse.
Yep.
He tried to tell me that his 2016 P85D is faster than a P100D because it's 60 pounds lighter. I was like, guy, I love you. Those cars are not in, I know they sound only 15 numbers apart. Those cars are not in the same universe. It's not even close to as fast. So,
no.
And I was, you know what I did? I was like, you're right, dude. You're right. The
classic.
Yep, I was like, I don't want to get into an argument.
Not worth it.
How much faster a Tesla P100D is versus an 85, right? So anyway, but
that was not as bad as I was thinking. I thought you were going to go a whole different direction. Anyway,
I mean,
that was a lot more tame.
But it's not great.
No,
right?
it's kind of just
It's
dumb
very
material. Yeah.
Like, what if you said a P85 was faster than a Plaid? Wouldn't that be kind of silly?
You'd be a silly goose.
Yeah. So, anyway, I don't know if we're confusing you or not. If you know about Teslas at all.
I just zoned out.
That's fine. It's fine. Aaron's not a car guy, guys. He likes what he likes. He doesn't know.
You don't have to like and know everything about everything.
No, you don't, and you shouldn't. And by the way, I say this all the time. I wish I was addicted to fucking toy trains, dude. It would have been a way cheaper hobby than buying
supercars,
dumbass cars.
Yeah, man,
it's dumb.
Well, that's what you think until you get into model trains.
Then you're spending 80 grand on model trains,
and you're like, Jesus, like, I
wish I was in the cars,
dude. But no, so I met Aaron. I knew that he was blind. The other guy that's normally there, his name's Marcel. Apparently, he did Owen's program when he's 19, and now he's far surpassed Owen. All he does is like $100,000 tickets with millionaire clients because he's supposedly, I don't know him. I'm skeptical of everything, no matter what. Apparently, he's like a legit hypnotist. They're like, yeah, this guy can put down the whole room whether you want to be hypnotized or not. I was like, I'd be walking the fuck out of that room. I do not want to be hypnotized ever. So that was in the first day that you knew that he's a hypnotist and he's part of the program. He FaceTimed us and like talked to us for a bit.
Dude, I don't trust hypnotists,
I don't
man.
either, but then
if
again,
you're a guy and you're a hypnotist, it's like,
yeah,
what kind of guy are you?
Listen,
if you're like,
and again, I'm
gotta hypnotize people.
I'm not talking any shit. Owen told us that this dude had 12 supercars, and then he got on, and Owen asked him what cars he had, and he listed off like 35 different cars. So that made me feel a little weird. I don't know what's real. I only believe my own eyes and my own ears. If I was in person with this guy, I would get a much better sense of if he's full of shit or not. And I've been wrong. Like, dude, I'll give a great example. His name, he goes by Nuno. I forget his real name. The guy we met in Vegas that was jacked as fuck with the Ferrari SF90.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
I thought he was full of shit at first. Turns out he's just the most humble dude ever and is not full of shit at all.
Yeah,
dude,
he balls. Dude.
I feel like a guy that jacked just can't be full of shit.
And his
cars are not either.
He was
so
diced to the gills,
cool,
man.
He's so jacked. Like, when you're wearing a long sleeve shirt and you can see freaking
let's get him on the pod.
Dude,
I would love to just chat it up with him.
And here's the other thing. I was also in last day of Hormozy's class mode, talking shit, way too much strength and power. Okay, so like I'll give myself a little pass. That's there. Fair. He was not at all full of shit. So, but the point is that I've been wrong before in my life, especially with but in general, in-person interactions. I'm not. So I don't know. But the point is, I had some context for what he was talking about. It was still funny as fuck to me, but way funnier was the fact that you guys had zero context and it was just hitting you from
just like,
nowhere.
What the?
So lesson learned: if we're doing as a general rule, if anybody has any context on what we're about to react to, The camera's not on that guy. It's on the other guys that it's going to be a complete surprise to.
Yeah, we'll post it and link it so people can check it out.
It was funny, but that video could have been 1,000 times better if we saw your guys' reactions, because that's what was making me laugh, by the way, in the video, is just looking at your two's faces. So,
dude, I'm kind of stuck on this though.
Okay, let's go. By the way, just a quick, it is 1:35 if you need to get out of here. So
I got like 10 minutes.
Okay, I was gonna say, when's your hard out? Cool, sounds good.
Sweet.
I was telling Ethan it's a soft out.
Okay, so
I'm soft. I'm
He's
a little
soft today.
on it.
He's a little
you're not
soft.
Max. That's a fucking rookie maneuver. No, just kidding.
Dude, it's kind of a soft one today, man.
No celery juice, dude. Just a fucking ghost over there. You can call your
Dude, being Chub Max is not hard.
Well,
you're kind of tweening it.
You're right. Okay.
Okay, but anyways, I'm kind of stuck on. I was thinking about like how big both of you guys, cars mean a lot to you.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say it's part of who you are? Would you say it's a reflection of core parts of your identity and personality? Why you like cars?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say yes, because it's like the only material thing I ever gave a fuck about since I was a child.
So why the hell is a guy a hypnotist, dude?
Listen,
I'm serious. If
I
this is
see where
like
you're going
that
here.
big a part of who you are, I'm like stuck on this, man. I feel like that's a really bad thing.
Like
here's what I would say.
I see 100% the map you're talking about here.
It's like if it's reflecting like, and maybe there's really good hypnotists.
Let me ask you this.
But it's like, okay, go.
Or I'll give you further context. The dude is pretty good looking. Okay, he's not like an ugly piece of shit. He's not old. He's young. He's younger than me. He's probably your guy's age.
Yeah.
And he does seem to fuck hot girls.
Well, dude, I'm not saying rapey. You took it. I'm not taking this to the extreme.
I'm just asking. Like,
not taking it to the extreme, but it's like
I get it.
If like, what leads you to become a hypnotist and make that such a core part of who you are?
I don't know shit about hypnotism. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's fake. I don't know if there's elements of both. What I would say is, if it is real and you use it for good, like theoretically, right? Again, I don't know shit. I don't know shit. I'm dumb. But if that's a thing, if you can hypnotize somebody to do what you want, theoretically you could use that for good or you could use it for bad, right?
Yeah.
So who knows? If it's real and he uses it for good and he hypnotizes freaking Gomers out of being in their mom's basement and going and working out and going to the gym and making money, great. If you do it as like lording power over somebody and you think it's funny, or you get people to do shit that they wouldn't otherwise do that they don't want to do, like that's fucked up.
That's a sketchy stuff.
I guess it's like anything.
So exactly, that's what I would say.
It's like anything.
Again, is it a complete grift and sham? Like, I don't know how to hypnotize somebody, so I really can't speak on it.
Yeah.
I know of people who like claim they've been hypnotized and it's helped their life hugely. The real truth is, I don't want to know if it's real or not, because the trust I would have to have in somebody, the level of like mentor and I will do whatever you say type shit for somebody to hypnotize me would have to be on a crazy level. I'll say that.
Would you let Tim Dillon hypnotize you?
I think any gay dude's gonna be out, dude.
Would you but it's Tim Dillon, dude.
I think it's gonna be, I'm too pretty, bud. Like, what if? What if? I'm gonna have to say
I'm
no.
Tim Dillon here with my big silicone tits on, and I'm like, Gage, let me hypnotize you.
I'm trying to, the best equivalent I have of this is like having to let go for anesthesia for my accident. Like, I just had to trust my doctors to like fix me. I don't know, maybe like if a really hot girl and she was willing to film it and show me after and promise she was only going to do nice stuff to me.
Okay, what if it's Tim Dillon and he says, I'm going to film the whole
No, I don't want it, dude.
I'll film the whole thing. I'll show you after.
What's he doing to me once he hypnotizes me?
Whatever he wants.
No, absolutely. Of course. Ew.
Crazy.
Would you let him?
Yeah. Dude, I'm not conscious.
Tim Dillon. Hey,
I think I'd let him, dude.
Tim Dillon, if you learn hypnotism, And
Crazy
you
premise,
want to know
by the way.
something? You want to know something? Every gay dude's fantasy, I know a lot of gay dudes, their fantasy is to get with a straight guy.
I know.
Yeah.
So, Tim.
I've had a lot of gay guys hit on me,
Of course,
dude.
yeah. And isn't it so fucked up? They want the masculinity of a straight guy. And the
Bro.
ironic thing is...
I don't blame them.
I don't blame them. And the sad thing about a gay guy's existence is he will never get that. Because any guy who would ever let them do anything to them is gay.
Yeah.
So it's just...
No, it's true.
It's this round and round of like them chasing their tail and never getting what they
I
really
wonder
want.
what percentage of hypnotists are gay, and if it's above,
Now we're getting
if it's
to it.
above average.
Now we're getting
I
to
would
it.
almost guarantee you it is.
Hypnotists and anesthesiologists potentially. Like,
Maybe.
That's the only way you're
Maybe.
getting a straight dude to do gay stuff is he's not conscious for it. Because a
Dude.
straight dude will never do it.
Yeah, I would be very interested to know, Ethan, if you can look this up.
I'm already on it,
Like,
dude.
what are the top 10
Pull that up, Jamie.
professions
Pull it up, Jamie.
for just like gay men? Like openly just gay men.
You know, I think if you punch that into Chat GPT or Claude, it's going to give you the business.
You need a grok. I think you need a
Get
grok.
on the
a grok request
get
here.
grok on the case.
We're gonna try chat really quick.
I
Let's
don't
see.
know.
Top 10 professions for gay men. Yes. This is it. Thank you.
I'll be interested to know if there is any data
Number
on this.
1, far and away from the rest of the field.
Hypnotist. 98% of all. No.
Okay.
There isn't a
this
reliable
seems-
top 10
yeah.
list.
This
Yeah, yeah.
seems homophobic.
yeah.
I'm being all
why
kidding
is
here?
this data
No, looking
not-
at-
No,
Looking
I'm
at
gonna-
the
I'm gonna
answers
do
that
the- I'm gonna
Claude
do 'em
gave
for you. Ready? Here we
feels
go.
homophobic.
Interior design. Excuse me.
I mean,
Fashion design and apparel. Yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense. Hairstyling, cosmetology,
okay.
performing arts.
These are so stereotypical.
Yeah, this is.
What's the source on this?
This is ChatGPT.
And it actually answered?
Yeah,
I can't
it
believe
answered.
it
Didn't even
just-
give me any pushback.
I can't believe it didn't read your-
Advertising and marketing,
That's interesting.
hospitality, flight attendants,
Okay, that's
Wow.
Well,
that's so
wow.
real. That's so real, though.
I
arts and
mean,
entertainment production,
Okay.
and psychology, counseling, and some other
I would
helping
lump
professions.
hypnotist into that one.
psychology.
No, and then number 10.
There we
okay.
go.
I think if you okay, now ask it this. Let's chase this down. Ask ChatGPT what percentage of psychologists can hypnotize people
So not like
or claim
true-
they can.
Okay, so that'll give us a
It'll be like, hey, the 10th item on that list is. It'll give us a little data.
what I want to know what percentage
This
not
is
gonna
so
give-
funny.
It's not going to give you a flat percentage.
use hypnosis.
I just kept it super brief.
Yeah.
With the question.
What was it? Read it off.
10 to 20%.
Okay, let's go 20%.
20%
That's
of
just-
psychologists claim they can hypnotize.
Okay, what
Use
percentage
clinical
of-
hypnosis as part of their work.
What percentage of psychologists are gay?
We're gonna get a total number in the U.S.
No, I just need to know exactly how many of these predators.
Guys, we've gone off the rails.
Are out there.
If you're still with us, you're the real ones. All right. This is what we do
Not
all
predators.
day.
Okay.
I shouldn't jump to that conclusion immediately, but people who could definitely mess your life up quickly.
Less than 10%.
Less than 10% of all psychologists
Okay,
are
let's
gay.
go 10%. How many psychologists are in America? This is going to be
Yep.
such easy math.
Yep. Male well, could be gay chicks too, right? Just psychologists. Period.
Yeah, just psychologists. And then we'll just go 50-50.
Wait, 10% of all psychologists are gay?
Like 6.9%.
No,
That's so
It
perfect.
still seems high.
6.9%.
That is for real. That's what it says. That's a glitch, dude. That's a Matrix glitch for sure.
That's one where the Matrix is telling you you're on to something here.
Don't die like this.
There are about 204,000 psychologist
Okay.
jobs
How-
reported.
0.69
How many?
times
Well,
0.1.
wait. How many of them are men?
But the ladies could be doing it too.
That's okay. That's true.
Just go total.
That's true.
Okay, I did the math for me already. It knew exactly what we were going to ask.
Knew where we were going.
2,000 to 4,000.
Okay.
So there's between 2,000 and 4,000
I'm going
psychologists. out
high
there.
end. Dude, wherever you live, if you're in the United States, there are 80 of these guys in your state looking for you.
That's a scary thought, dude.
It's like the snail thing where you and the snail, you know what I'm talking about? The snail is hunting you forever and you have to, as soon as it touches you, the universe ends.
Well, that's crazy. 80 feels like a lot.
80 in the whole state. You could cut that number, you could quarter that number and say it's only 20. And
Dude, 80 feels like a lot. I've only met one psychologist.
Any number is crazy.
We're also not the type of people that are frequenting psychologists. Yeah. So
my sister's one. She's not gay, so
that you know.
Does she know hypnotism?
She's way straight. She's like me, dude. She's kind of girl version of me.
You should ask her if she's ever hypnotized somebody or tried
clinical hypnosis.
She'll know.
Tried.
She'll know the subject 100%. Dude, she did her master's degree at Westminster.
Oh, cool.
Like, she'll know somebody who at least claims they can hypnotize somebody.
That's pretty cool.
She's seen it, yeah. Interesting.
And, well,
I think we're to Aaron's soft out. That was a crazy pod.
Insane.
Definitely the most ADD, like, squirrel podcast we've done, and that's fine, dude.
Like, key takeaways.
I just want to clarify, like, I mean, no ill will against anyone. I just am so curious about this stuff.
We're just doing the data.
I've just got to know.
We just presented
data talks, bro.
We presented you guys data. You make your own decisions about if you want to, based on what we've presented you with today. You make your own decision if you want to walk into a psychologist's office.
Look,
all right.
Words talk, numbers scream.
If hypnosis is real, I'll end on this. I am scared to death of hypnosis or anything that like leaves me completely in somebody else's control. Like that was the part of the scariest part again of going through my accident is the fact that I was going to be under anesthesia for 24 hours. Like they could do whatever you want. Like I'm not shitting you. Like I took inventory of my body after, and I would recommend everybody do this because there are like everybody's heard the weird stories of weird anesthesiologists doing weird shit, right? Or doctors. Take inventory of your body after you've been in surgery and make sure nothing hurts that shouldn't be hurting, dude. That's all I'm gonna say on that. But yeah, that shit is you don't want to be ever under somebody else's full control if you can avoid it.
Don't die like this.
Other key takeaways, Tim Dillon, come on the podcast.
Tim Dillon, come on the podcast.
Tag him in the comments.
Tag him.
Over and over and over again until he can't ignore us.
Owen Cook, I promise you, at some point I will give you the $12,000 you were seeking from me this weekend. It's not going to be right now. Listen, I'm an educated buyer. I got to do my research. I'm just kidding. I will absolutely.
He has to think about it.
It would be funny. He throws. So he does even higher ticket stuff, which is crazy. If you can afford it, listen. I'm not at the point. We've got nice stuff, whatever. I'm not, 10 million liquid. All right. I'm just gonna be honest with everybody. He's got a package. I think it's like $50,000, and he goes to like 4 different events in the year. He'll go to New York Fashion Week.
Whoa.
He'll go to Coachella with VIP tickets. He knows some of these people. Again, he knows Ty Lopez, and like 2 other ones. And you could just go mog there. And he makes the point. He's like, dude, it's more valuable to be in this free course because you guys are the ones that need it. But the guys that are like looking for, a Rothschild or a Rockefeller, girl to marry, like that's where you find those chicks, So he's like,
insane.
That's what I'm charging for there is to get you around like those types of people. But again, the second we're turning over $500,000 a month profit from social media, we're buying all that shit, dude.
It's so funny.
Our life is gonna be just mogging.
Yeah.
That's it. That's our brand.
Yep.
We're gonna teach other people how to mog.
Yep.
We're gonna have them come mog with us. It's gonna be the funnest time. Our job is just gonna be to be professional fun havers. That's my goal for us, boys.
I like it.
Eventually, we'll graduate out of Salt Lake and Vegas. We'll go to freaking Miami. We'll go to Mexico. Go to freaking Greece. PJs. Whatever, dude. Why not us? That's what I said to Aaron the other day. Why not us? All right. With that, niche down. You're doing too much shit. Money's not real. Depression's not real. And we love you all, dude. Just keep watching this shit. And we're picking up crazy momentum. We're not going to stop. So, peace.